Carol Lenig's new book on the Secret Service is terrifying. The New York Times calls it a devastating catalog of jaw-dropping incompetence, ham-fisted mismanagement, and frat boy bacchanalia. In terms of the frat boy bacchanalia part of it, Carol Lenig started covering the Secret Service in earnest after a 2012 scandal in which 11 Secret Service agents from the advance team that was supposedly preparing for President Obama to take a trip to Colombia, 11 agents from that team were sent home early after not just a night of heavy drinking and quite an astonishing array of interactions with prostitutes. The whole thing actually came to light when Colombian police were called by one of the prostitutes because of a loud dispute in a hallway that erupted when one of the agents didn't actually want to pay for the services of the prostitute that he had just enjoyed. So not just drunken hooker escapades, but drunken hooker escapades in which they were trying to get away without paying the hookers, and the cops had to be called to try to get these guys to pay up. That's who's in Colombia, in Cartagena, preparing for President Obama's forthcoming very dangerous trip. Carol Lenig would receive a Pulitzer Prize for some of that reporting on the Cartagena escapades. That's just one of the 3 Pulitzer Prizes she has received. But in Zero Fail, it is more than just that story in detail. It's the facts about the guy who shot an assault rifle into the White House to try to kill President Obama, hitting the White House with multiple bullets while President Obama's children and his mother-in-law were inside the house. The Secret Service didn't even start investigating that until days after it happened. It's the story of the guy who jumped the fence during the Obama administration and sprinted across the White House lawn and got inside the White House, got into the East Room of the White House while carrying a knife. They tried very hard to keep the armed with a knife part of that from becoming known. It's the story of the agent on the Obama presidential detail, an agent well known enough to the president that he used to greet him by his first name every time he saw him. Agent who killed himself after it was revealed that he had had an undeclared relationship with a foreign national. After he died, an investigation revealed that he had actually had tons of those relationships with many different women from many different countries. In fact, he'd led a whole second life that he was keeping secret from his family, which, of course, is an astonishing blackmail risk. Again, he was on the personal protective detail for President Obama. Under President Trump, there was the guy who hopped the fence and then spent 17 minutes wandering around inside the White House complex, including walking up to the east front of the White House and jiggling a door handle. Turns out he had 2 cans of mace in his backpack at the time. 17 minutes before he encountered anybody who stopped him. Vice President Cheney being rushed to the bunker on 9/11 as they thought an airliner was about to crash into the White House. We've all heard that story, right? Not until now did we learn that when they got him down to that bunker, Secret Service agents didn't actually have the keys to open the bunker and get him inside it. So they got him to the door, and that was as far as they could go, till somebody was able to finally find the keys. Carol Lenig's reporting in this new book has received a bunch of attention because of, among other things, some lurid details about Trump family members allegedly stooping the agents who are tasked with protecting them. I'm going to leave that aside for now because I value what's left of my brain, and that part makes it burn. But the larger point, the reason the book is terrifying is because it's about the Secret Service, for a lot of really interesting reasons, not being very good at what they do. And there is certainly heroism here, and there are certainly plots that were foiled, and there are certainly instances of an agency in the moment being well run and foiling an attack and chasing something down and being on top of stuff. But there is an astonishing litany of stuff that they've done wrong and narrow scrapes we have avoided as a country by the skin of our teeth and through sheer luck. And the idea of the political corruption of the Secret Service, of agents within the Secret Service themselves being a potential threat to their protectees, that is the part that just flips your stomach up and down. One of the things that Carol Lenig writes about in this book is the agent from President Trump's protective detail, that President Trump moved into the White House, took him off his personal protective detail, and named him Deputy White House Chief of Staff, whereupon he became effectively a Trump re-election official. His job as Trump's deputy chief of staff inside the White House was to organize Trump rallies all over the country, including the ones all during the COVID pandemic, where 300 Secret Service agents ended up getting infected with COVID. That guy was on the president's protective detail. President Trump liked him so much and recognized him as such a political loyalist, he moved him into a political job in the White House. Carol Leonnig in Zero Fail reports that after the Secret Service essentially detailed him to the White House to become a political Trump staffer, organizing Trump political rallies, then afterwards they moved him back into the Secret Service, where he's assistant director. He's assistant director of the agency that is now tasked with keeping President Biden and Vice President Harris alive. She also reports on multiple agents saying things on social media in overt support of defending the January 6th attack on the Capitol as a justified display of patriots' anger about the stolen election. Active Secret Service agents praising the attack on the Capitol as an avenging of a stolen election because Biden's not the real president. We're all sort of alarmed by those concepts in public life. It is a different thing to know that those sentiments are being expressed by people within the agency that put men and women with guns at the elbow of Vice President Kamala Harris and President Joe Biden today. How does the Biden administration possibly have confidence in that mission under these circumstances? Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.